Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. And we're doing another collective read. I just want to say thank you for being here. I love you guys so very, very, very much. With all my heart, all my being. You are my friends, you are my family. Just know this is a timeless read. Okay, it's all energy, so you can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. And please, please, only take what you're already aware of. Okay, so if there's cards that are coming out, or a concept, or a situation, or whatever I'm saying, it doesn't resonate with you, it hasn't happened in your world, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but for now, it didn't happen, leave it alone. Don't try to make it fit. It is not advisable. Okay, if you're still uncertain, you may want to hit up a reader here on in YouTube land, tarot world, that are good. There's a lot of good readers that do personal readings. I don't, okay? I apologize, but I don't. I have very good reason why I don't, but there's really damn good readers out there that will, so you might want to get a personal reading from them if you're unsure. That's what I can do, or just tap into your own intuition, into your spirit team, tap into the divine, ask them, okay? We should practice our intuition, our gut, that intuitive muscle. We need to practice, so we need to develop it, okay? Let's see, where are we going to go with this read, Spirit? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss with the collective, please? What is the message? Okay, thank you. Awareness in reverse. So somebody thinks they're not, maybe somebody's not aware of something, you or someone else, or somebody thinks you're not aware of something. There's a lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulation. Somebody was wearing a mask, maybe. I heard a clown. No connection with the divine. No higher wisdom. Unable to, somebody's not taking action, or they don't want you to take action. They don't have all the resources they need. Someone's quite scattered and unfocused. They could be doing magic or involved in corruption. Place it for whatever this is, okay? It's still quite early, but if it has anything to do with the last two reads, somebody has lost divinity. They've lost their connection with source. Maybe they were doing magic. They're very manipulative and two-faced, though, okay? They acted as if they had it all, but they don't. Very codependent, addictions maybe, I don't know. Very karmic and toxic maybe, yeah. Ending a third-party situation, broken contract, ending a collaboration, a third-party situation, or it's a broken contract. Not willing to cooperate, not willing to work, it's no self-mastery here. No plans, nothing, not building anything. This is something that destroys, they don't build. This is somebody that's lazy, don't want to put the work in, and very disrespectful, but they went against a contract or something. Yeah, with the divine here. This is divine intervention. Hope, 17. We could be praying or hoping right now. You're in your north node. You're balanced, you're healed. You could be a teacher, an inspiration here. There's supposed to be an inspiration and they didn't comply. I don't know. This is wish fulfillment. This is divinity. Yeah. Divine masculine energy. This could be you or this is them. Okay, we did get in the past reads, somebody got demoted. They chose a karmic over you. Maybe willingly or non-willingly. I don't know. Everybody's story is different. Somebody bossed up to back their power. Somebody with authority. This is not wish fulfillment. They fell. This is a fall from grace for a divine being. Male or female. It could be a female in this energy. It doesn't have to be only male. It could be a female in this energy and male energy. Fall from grace. Somebody fell on their face. They were very smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know-it-all, and show-off. Too much partying, wanting the nightlife, wanting smut instead of God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Divorce or separation. Divorce from the divine. Didn't want traditional values or relationships. This could be a warlock, involved with crime. No faith. Not listening to advice, giving poor advice. Obstacles and challenges. Maybe they tried to stop you, or somebody did, tried to stop you from moving forward. This is no more stopping you. Obstacles and challenges in reverse. So they went against you, they went against God, right? No more financial and material changes here. 5-5. This is complete change, profound change. So there this reminds me of like, it's a hand with a ring. Okay, so this could be a kingdom spouse or a union. Higher level soulmate connection that got broken here. They broke the contract. This is cutting cords. They're on their own, I just heard. Oof. Damn. Truth and clarity. They're on their own. This is freedom for you. This is healing. This is illumination, exposure. Trust. It has a lot to do with trust. They can't be trusted. You are happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. They want to come back. This is unfinished business here with the universe. I think it's finished with you. They kept doing something over and over again, didn't want to stop or learn a lesson and elevate. So it is what it is. Yeah. And they want to come back to a divine feminine energy. They're getting some clock back. Oh, yeah. They thought that this could have been a relationship that is on and off all the time. You cut it. You cut it short. It's not going to happen anymore. They think that's unfinished. They can always come back to you. Now, positive movement forward. They're being blocked from coming towards you. Or they're trying to block you, divine feminine, male or female, in this energy from moving forward. This is a fallen angel. Okay? Because that's what divine is. That's angelic. Okay? This is a fallen angel. They have addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes, inappropriate behavior. There will be no reconciling. Therefore, there's no conflict resolution. And there's no peace, harmony, or contentment for them at all. Too much sexual think. They're stuck in their base chakra here. You're stable and secure, but there's too much thinking sexually. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for stability. They want to come back for stability. They know that you're manifesting, okay? They're trying to manifest you. Maybe they're using lust and love spells to get you back because they know they fell and they took a big hard fall here. Because when you're a fallen angel, that's a harsh fall, right? Yeah, this is karma. They caused an imbalance, okay? By lying, there's no truth here. They don't want to take accountability. There's no second chances. This is karma. They went to a karmic, made a poor decision. They broke a contract for a karmic. Poor decisions, they're reaping the consequences. It's a lesson, not a blessing. So let them stay there. Okay? I'm sorry. We each all have to answer for what we do and say in life, right? So awareness, one in reverse. Lots of manipulation, deception, and shocking discovery. Shocking discovery is on its way. Somebody's diving deep here. The light's not on, but it's about ready to get turned on. So this, for some of you, they already knew. They chose the wrong one. They didn't want to do the right work. Didn't want to do that soul work, that healing. Others, they got finagled into a karmic relationship. This karmic said they were a divine being, male or female, and they got suckered into this. But they knew right from wrong, okay? They know what a karmic relationship versus a divine relationship looks like and feels like, or they should. Hidden truth. Facts haven't been fully revealed. Somebody's trying to steal your creativity. This is breaking news. A surprising revelation will shift your perspective. You have to live in your authentic truth and be as you are authentically. They should have known this. Showing true self courageously. That's the way to go, right? It's a shock to them. Because a lot of people think that they have to pretend. Okay? They have to wear name brands. They have to show off. They have to compete with the neighbors. They have something, they have to, oh, the neighbors bought a new car. I need a new car. Oh, so-and-so got a new guy or a new girl. Yeah, I got to get one too. Oh, they got girls. Oh, yeah, me too. I'm going to do that. Be yourselves. Fuck. Somebody's overthinking something here. Thoughts and emotions are tangled up, leading to overthinking. Path unknown. They don't know what's going to happen to them. I don't know what's going to happen to them either. I wouldn't want to know. The path ahead in this relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. So they're hoping that they can find their way back towards you. It's all smoke and mirrors. Play mind games. Because you're quietly content in life, okay? Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. They wanted something more. They thought it needed to be more, this relationship, but it was peaceful. Content. Didn't have to work hard. No mind games. No smoke and mirrors. It was the truth. Authenticity. It's hitting home now. There's a lot of rumors. They spread rumors about you, or the third party did. Rumors are flying in your circle. They were holding back from you, or the third party was trying to hold somebody back from you, or I don't know. It can go different ways for different people. The other person's not being fully open with you. You had to protect your heart. I agree, but don't close it off, okay? Protect your heart, guard yourself, guard your emotions to avoid hurt. Somebody was spreading a lot of gossip about you. Maybe you could have lost some friends in this breakup. Mutual friends, your friends, their friends, because they all pick sides. There's a lot of rumors going around, okay? Somebody really wanted to paint in a negative light. It's up to you what you want to do. I feel here that whatever this is, it's over. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I want me to use this one for some reason. Awareness 1 in reverse. Shocking discovery. Maybe they're shocked to discover that they no longer have a direct connection with Source. They can no longer manifest. Now they're regretting how they treated you. They need to heal. Self-care, introspection, and meditation. They needed to heal and they refused to heal. So it is what it is. They're exhausted. Maybe they're living out of a suitcase. Burned out, burdened, and emptied. Yep. Stagnant life, not going anywhere. Stuck, dead end, and frozen. Suffering in silence. Unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. Let them daydreaming of the possibilities with you, or this is the karmic that was daydreaming of the possibilities that of a life that they could have being you. Now they got to face the consequences here. Bad choices, games and mixed signals. They chased after cheap thrills. Continuous cycles of bad decisions and addictions. What else, Spirit? Narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. It could be your ex is a narc, or what they chose was a narc, or they're both narcs. I wanted the lifeline, nightlife. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. They're karmics, okay? They're hopeful. They feel shattered. They're hopeful that you'll take them back, but they're karmic now. They're shattered because now they're karmic, along with their third parties. They're haters. Lessons are learned here. Wishful thinking that this distance will be closed here. They're two-faced, though. They're not going to change, okay? They're full of envy, or the third party is. They're envious of the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy. Whether this is your past partner who left you for a karmic, or the karmic, or both. Something to do with time and a family and waves and lust, and they're toxic, okay? And they're salty. Your family or their family could be involved as well. Or they have a family with the third parties, or you have a family with them. It's not that simple. What lies beneath? Do you want that? Yeah. Conflict resolution or... Sorry. So we have awareness 1 in reverse, shocking discovery, healing. They need to heal. Or they need to heal. They want to heal something with you. They want to heal this rift with you to get back into your good graces. I don't know. Soul contract. They know it now. They went against the soul contract. Damn. Soulmates, partnerships, and spiritual union. They're thinking I have to heal this rift here. But they're still very secretive, sneaky, mysterious, and hiding information. You could be in the spotlight, or they are, but somebody wants to be in the limelight. They need an audience constantly. They're so self-absorbed, a narc is, okay? They want to resolve these conflicts with you. They want to keep you in a cage. I can't make this up. They want to keep you in a cage and have reap the rewards of having you in their energy, or them in yours, okay? Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, and positive outcome. We got this earlier. Meaning, this picture always disturbs me because this person's right in her face. Now, it could be a female doing this, okay? It's not just a male aggressor, you know what I'm saying? But this is somebody that is, oh, hell or high water, they're going to take me back. I'm going to get my way. This is a narc, okay? It's a narc. Compromising, making amends, and positive outcome. How can it be positive when they're in your face like that, expecting you to say, yeah, I'll take you back? She's like trying to ignore him. This is a bully, okay? Yeah, mind games. I can't make this up. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. They were sending you spiritual attacks, okay? They're getting karma for this. Divine intervention, facing their demons. They got to face their demons. They're in avoidance. They're trying to avoid it. In hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. Or maybe you're avoiding them. I don't know. I mean, follow your heart, but I really, from what I'm getting from this, the feel, yeah, avoid it. Whoever this is, avoid. Okay, I'm going to use this old deck. These decks are old. They're a little bit... You can tell I've used them. So, bear with me. So we have awareness, 1 in reverse, shocking discovery, healing, and soul contract. Maybe they're shocked that you've healed completely and you're going into a new soul contract. They didn't bargain on that. They just wanted your energy. They wanted your destiny. They wanted your spiritual gifts and or inheritance. They must be spellcasters or practitioners or something. They obviously knew about this, or the third party karmic knew about it. I don't know. I don't know how it works in this. You got a hold of your chart. I don't know. Awareness, 1 in reverse, shocking discovery, healing itself, soul contract. That's why it's so vitally important not to give your information, your chart, to anybody. Not even family members, not even your partner, okay? Keep it to yourself. It's like your SIN number. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Spirit. It's like your bank your password. So, yeah, this could be, they want intimacy with you. Ace of Wands, taking action. They want power. They're doing lighting candles here. Or they were. Maybe they're trying to send you lust and love spells so you'd come back, or you'd be more, you know, happier to see them, let's say. Taking some sort of action, new beginnings, new passion opportunities, growth and expansion. Overarching energy. Ooh, conflict, competition. 5 of Wands. Something to do with last June? June 21st. So that's the first day of summer solstice. They could have did some sort of ritual. So a bunch of people online here. 1 woman, 3 men. Take it for whatever that is. There's a lot of conflict, competition, jealousy, and drama. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Wanting to hurt you. They did too much. 10 of Swords. They wanted you to compete for them. Because that's their love language. They did too much, though. Oh, boy, did they. Because they're getting a backfire. Somebody got injured by a backfire. It's bad news. 8 of Wands. Damn. It doesn't pay to play, does it? Hold on a sec. Sorry, I was sneezing right there. So sneezing as a reader, it tells you that you're hitting on something here. This is a backfire. You're trying to stop somebody's forward motion. This is bad news, no communication. 4 of, what is this? Pentacles. Let go. Give up. They can't hold you back. Somebody's unstable and insecure right now. They have no protection. So they did spell work against you with a bunch of people, and it's a backfire. They wanted to take you out. They had no protection. Of course not. So this divine being got demoted, so all their protection was taken away. They have no angelic help whatsoever. Oh dear, it's bad news. They have no protection. They gotta let this go. 4-4, no angel. 4-4's in reverse. No angelic protection. They can't ignore this. Or they still think they have an opportunity with you. I'd say no. You know your value and your worth. This is backfire. So the more that they do, the more it's driving you to go away and not want anything to do with them. They thought they could send more spell work towards you. But if they're sending you love and lust spells, where do you think it's going? They're not protected, okay? You are. So it's not going to affect you. If it does, it's just going to make you disgusted with the person even more. But it's going to go back to them and make them what? Obnoxiously what? Obsessed with you. And that's what I'm picking up here. This can't be ignored. This is 7 of Swords, lying, cheating, and or stealing. You're the one that got away. Oh boy, you know your value and worth. You're not coming back. They're trying to strategize a way to get you back, though. They could be looking in grimoires, going to different practitioners. There's something to do with file folders here. Looking paperwork up. This is lying, cheating, and or stealing. Maybe somebody's looking some rules up. I don't know, something to do with that. What is this? Temperance. Healing. They're trying to alchemize and transmute something. So they're trying to find a way to escape something that they unleashed. They want to come back in and reconcile here. But they're going to lie some more to you if they do come towards you. You're balanced. You're still healthy. You're divinely protected. You alchemize and transmute. Whatever they sent your way, you're able to. Earth angel, teacher, whatever this is, right? You're still peaceful. You're still healthy. You're still balanced. They want to reconcile with you, but it's more lies, more lies, more lies. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. That's why. You could be a business owner. You don't have to be. But this is you minding your own business, okay? You're chaste. You're celibate. You're very independent. You're mature. You get your downloads right from source. You're not in need. You don't have to run into a relationship or a friendship to keep your bills being paid. You know what I'm saying? You're good on your own. They're trying to hide and cloak something. They're unaware. Somebody doesn't want to be alone. So somebody's on their own. They want to reconcile with you because they're on their own. And they don't want to be on their own. They're not independent like you. Or this could be the karmic that they went to. Is certainly not independent like you. Now they got to balance something out with you. The world, yeah, they want to make a return here. They think it's unfinished business. This is a humongous clapback. The world is upside down. They don't want to stop doing what they're doing. They didn't want to learn a lesson. They kept doing something over and over again. It's getting old. Getting old. They want to return to this stability. Four of Wands. But they could be married to someone else. Or this is a twin flame. They blew it. They thought they could always come back towards you, live a single life, even if you're in the picture, and they can always come back towards you because you're a twin flame. I don't think so. That's not what the divine wants. You're too high elevated for this bullshit. Something to do with Halloween, the fall equinox, maybe. They're doing a lot of rites and rituals there. How's that working out for you? Yeah, the truth and clarity is coming through. Okay, truth. Oh boy, you know the truth. You spoke the truth. Somebody's speaking the truth about the twin flame journey. They're trying to avoid a tower, or you avoided all the calamities they wished upon you because you knew the truth. You're too smart. You're very intelligent, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Somebody who's greedy and selfish. Materialistic, a gold digger, and a clout chaser, male or female, place the genders where it belongs, very jealous of you, unstable, get rich quick scheme. So this is somebody that goes where the money is, the clout is, where they get the most attention, where somebody can rub their balls or their tits and tell them they're so great, whatever, okay? They're very jealous, they're unstable, they take, they don't make, okay? Three swords. They're very emotionally, mentally, verbally, psychologically abusive. They talk a lot of shit. They're broke right now. They're getting karma. You healed your heart. Their life is stagnant. They're getting karma. Okay? They got thrown off that fucking wheel of destiny. Yeah, you're not getting my destiny. No. Now they want forgiveness because they lost their destiny. Their destiny's Karmicville. Karmicville. Hierophant reverse. Damn, no faith. Didn't want they have no values. They don't value religion, relationships, tradition, nothing. Bad advice, didn't listen to advice. This could be a warlock. It could be a criminal. Divorce or separation. They want to come back. They want you to come back into another toxic cycle with them. Nah. They caused an injustice here, okay? An imbalance. And it's a tower now. Because the universe is stepping in. This is bullshit. I just heard this is bullshit. You don't write the laws. Spiritual, universal, or man-made. You can't skirt them either. So this is a redirect. Whatever they were trying to... Yeah, look at this. Magic, illusions, deception, two-faced, out of control. They're not getting away with this. They're in hot water. They're in trouble. They can't escape this Six of Swords reverse. The truth is out. They got to face their fears. Face their shadow. They can't hide this anymore. Somebody's in their emotions. They had true love. They had true love. They had the favor of God, and they blew it for options. Yeah, this is Seven Pentacles. Yeah, they were picking from the lowest branches here. It's proof and evidence of something here. You gave them true love. They underestimated you. New love is coming towards you. They're looking back. They're looking back at the true love, pure love you gave them. And you let them go. You're not taking on their burdens. You're not obligated. They didn't want to feel obligated to you. That's what it is. You ended this cycle and you're not taking on their burdens. It is what it is. Seven of Pentacles. They underestimated you. It's harvest time for you, and they're looking back. They got tempted. So apples, they have a lot of apples. And they were picking from the lowest hanging branches here, and they called it love. Good for you. Something to do with an investment. They didn't want to invest in you, so you closed it down. Good for you. Congratulations. Ending a cycle. Yeah, they have multiple options. They didn't want to be bothered. They didn't want to be obligated, okay? So that's why they have multiple options. I'll drink from everybody's cup as long as you say I'm great. They go where the cloud is. But, you know, maybe that works when you're in your 20s. But, you know, the older you get, the less choice apples you get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Eight of Swords, you let them go. They didn't care. Eight of Swords, they can't restrict you. You know what? They thought that for some reason you're free. They just wanted to live free. Good for you. You're free. Stay free. This reminds me of somebody that could be doing narcotics, you know, in the arms here. I don't know. There's a lot of witchcraft books. They can't restrict you. They wanted to bind you. That's what it is. So they bound themselves to all these side pieces. And now they're going to claim that I'm going to get rid of these side pieces and I'm going to go back to my higher level soulmate. It doesn't work that way because they're going to go back to their side pieces. They got the side pieces on hold. What's drawing them back to the side pieces, I think, is addiction, one way or another. So also, obviously, it's a narc as well. They're not going to learn their lessons, not in this lifetime anyways. They're obviously dipping into spell work too. Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere. Somebody has no integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Lost control of a situation. Okay. They're feeling disempowered and weak. Because you're going towards, they're scared. They're scared. Because you're going towards wish fulfillment. You are wish fulfillment. This person was a glutton. They always wanted people to celebrate them each and every day. Wow, look at this. There's no reconciliation. Damn. This was unrequited love, and they were satisfied with the unrequited love. They don't want to heal their inner childhood wounds, okay? There's a lot of trauma bonding. That's how they get together with people, and that's how they got together with you maybe at one point, but you healed, they didn't. They gave out false, misleading information about you, and they want you to come back. Their wish fulfillment is for you to come back into a toxic scenario, situationship with them again, because they don't want to elevate. They don't want to learn. They want to keep things as status quo, but they want to feed off you, right? Eight of Cups. They're emotionally not available. So you walked away. You kept just male or female. You kept emotionally stable and mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. You kept your heart chakra open, which is it's a hard thing to do when you're dealing with narcs, okay? It really is. But you have a lot of self-love for you. For yourself, right? You're using your intuition as well. This is the biggest couple love in the whole deck is the Queen of Cups, male or female. It's unconditional love. You're very generous of spirit, of heart, of time, energy, and emotion. Could be the mother, or this is the mother of your children. I don't know. It doesn't have to be. The first one, I believe it's the first read. There could be something to do with same sex. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're same sex or hetero. It doesn't matter. Okay, love is love. Relationship shit's relationship shit. It happens whether it doesn't matter. You're using your intuition here. You walked away using your intuition. King of Swords. Again, this is, you walked away. This could be you or somebody else. It could be law and order, somebody that's a professional of sorts, somebody with authority. This could be Archangel Michael guiding you to walk away, or somebody's protecting you. But this could be also an ex-husband or a husband. In the last couple of reads, it was Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and that came out again. So you're going towards a higher level soulmate that is of the same mind as you. Very intelligent, has authority, spiritual or otherwise. Speaks the truth, not afraid to. Very intelligent and wise. Learned. Not afraid to speak their truth and fight for what's right. Very logical and it's a type of person that doesn't go by emotion, okay? Yeah, sure. We're all emotional. We should be emotions. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you make your decisions based on solely emotions, sometimes that's wrong. We need to have some logic here. Stay calm and cool. Level-headed. Somebody wanted to level up off of you. Okay? Somebody's going to be speaking the truth about this, or you're going to... Yeah. King of Wands. This is a loser. Okay? Male or female. Could be a warlock. They bit off more than they can chew. They lost authority. They had authority, they lost it. They wanted to level up off of you. It could be an ex-husband. It doesn't have to be. Or you are the ex-husband. You're speaking the truth. And they're angry. Okay? This could be a warlock or somebody that just doesn't do the right thing. It's all ego. It's an image that they need to uphold because that's narcissism, right? They're really down deep inside. They're a coward. They're insecure. But it comes across as bullying. It comes across as egotistical and conceited, right? This is not a leader. This is a follower. This has been going on for a long time. They need to take accountability. Somebody you were committed to, maybe. This is your rite of passage here. They're trying to slow you down. They have to pay for something. Maybe they were paying a warlock to do spell work on you. That could be it, too. And somebody's going to tell you the truth. You knew this person was a warlock. That's what I just heard for some of you. Yeah, you stood your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. This person was using blood sacrifices, blood rites here. See? To level up off of you and other people. Maybe if this is a female, they were using their menses. You know? That spaghetti... Bull of Menzies. Be careful of what you eat and what you ingest. This could be somebody that's angry right now. This is your ex that got taken in by the karmic that did spell work on them. They're going to tell you the truth. This is a professional telling the truth. Yeah, they're acting like a murder now. This is illumination. And they let go of you. The Queen of Pentacles, male or female. Somebody who's stable and secure. Or they wanted to be a wife. I don't know. You let go of this wife? You surrendered. Somebody's got to surrender. This could be an arrest of some sort. Yeah. To steal money, missed opportunity. This is not that. Whatever this was, they wanted to steal your spiritual inheritance, your spiritual gifts, or they wanted you to miss opportunities. They could have stolen money. This is not their blessings here. There could have been a fight. Somebody who got arrested and they need bail. And this is the doppelganger. I can't make this up. This is somebody that's very chaotic and karmic and toxic, greedy, selfish, and jealous, and promiscuous, potentially. Kind of sounds like it. Very controlling. And this is somebody that was trying to take your rights away, disempower you, devalue you, make you sacrifice. They wanted you to sacrifice. But this is somebody that's also very karmic. So whoever this is now a karmic. You parted ways, lack of trust, don't see eye to eye. It's a karmic soul tie from the past life soul tie, karmic soul tie. There's no harmony here. Yep. This is family discord. They're losing everything, stealing money. They lost their spiritual inheritance, or somebody stole a lot of money here. There's lack of trust. Pleasure seekers. They want to reconcile with you. They want to go where the winning team is. Because they got demoted. This is being... Somebody was showing off with their pleasure seekers, with their third parties. This is the Emperor in reverse. Because they were juggling you. Playing games. Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's bad news for them. They want to reconcile with you, but they still want to hold on to the third parties. Showing off. They thought that they can, this third party thought that they can elevate in life and spiritual life. Take what's yours. But they got demoted instead. It's Emperor in reverse, distorted masculine. It could be a fake twin flame. It could be anything like that. It's all about ego and image to uphold. This is greedy and selfish, wanting power and control by juggling. Somebody's trying to make a head over heart decision. Yeah, juggling. This is bad news. Somebody threw rocks and hit hands. Somebody has no new beginnings, okay? They need outside validation so very bad. They're immature and insincere. They're a drama starter. Very juvenile. Knight of Swords, abusive, committing crimes, and jeopardy. Jeopardy, wow. Endangering others. This is really recklessness. Oh boy, look at this. It's a family, a group. They're angry that you're still happy, that you're going towards wish fulfillment, that you made this person happy. Nine of Swords. Oh boy, the worst has happened. This is a nightmare. Or you're happy, you have no worries. You're moving forward, you overcame. Damn, this is universally driven. This is victory. And they're not happy for you. You're traveling, you're moving, you're divinely protected and guided. You have balance in your life. They have to radically accept they need to take accountability, okay? They need to bring back balance. That's what it is. You left them behind. You're being left behind. Out in the cold. Lack and loss. Or that's what they did to you, and your bounce back, oh boy. Your bounce back is beautiful. They're on the outside looking in now. They don't know which way to go. Maybe at one point they left you on the cold and they laughed at you with their fucking trolls here throwing things at you. Online or elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? You were on your own. So you managed to do things on your own. Well, with spirit, right? You're innocent. Or now they're out on their own and they're thinking about apologizing towards you. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody lied. They were vindictive, vile, spiteful, angry, jealous of you. You went ice cold, maybe. They want to talk to you, but you've gone ice cold. Again, this is narcissism right there. That reminds me of Narcissus, the story. Look it up. That's where that narcissist word came from. Somebody loves himself so very much they can't get their eyes. I've seen people like that. Okay, that last narc I was with, he can't get his face out of mirrors. Always has to take endless supplies of pictures of himself every day, and he's not very good looking. Okay, and he's like, get over yourself. It's ugly, actually. Judgment, divine judgment. This is awareness. They need to take accountability. It's over. It's over for them. It's an aha moment, a wake-up call. They want a second chance with you. They don't want to let go. It doesn't serve. They can't foresee the future. They don't know what's going to happen. They're not prepared for this. They've been blocked. They have an STD. They can't go any further. Oh, well. Maybe they lost the use of their junk. They place too much emphasis on that. People don't want to sleep with them anymore. There's a stench. There could be a stench. Now there's lust and love spells are working. Knight of Pentacles, they're unfaithful. So they got an STD. They can't come correct, okay? It is what it is. It's over. It could be a terminal one. So it's karma. It really, yeah, hoe bags, magic, it's terminal, whatever this is. They're going through a dark night of the soul. Listen, I'm not sitting here laughing at what they're facing. Maybe they try to take you out, but the hoe bag went instead. They're grieving and regretting. They're trying to maintain emotional stability here, but the truth is out. This is doing magic, shit-talking, and unwise counsel. Secrets are coming out. Somebody's a hoe bag. It is what it is. Gathering some information, learning something. They're sick. They're not happy. There's no truth. This is devil energy. Doing stuff in the dark. Addictions, obsessions, codependency issues. Something to do online, or somebody's learning something. They're under investigation, surveillance. They're stalking you. They did something with your photo online. They got your photo online and tried to, somebody's finding something out. There's an investigation of some sort. They're finding out that you're in your north. So they were doing all this spell work against you, and you're in your north node already. Damn, you're getting wish fulfillment. This is divine intervention. It is what you have divine, you have spiritual protection, so they want back in. So they might have got some bad news and they want to come back in. I mean, everything's falling apart on them. Finances, relationships, maybe a job, because in the other reads, they lost their job, their health, whatever this is. They know what they're facing on the other side and they're not liking it. So we have awareness in reverse. The divine could have turned his back on this person. No longer has a direct connection with source. Now, didn't use their higher wisdom. There was a lot of lies, illusions, and deception here. Two-faced, out of control. They don't want to take accountability. So they broke a contract, ending a third-party situation or a collaboration. Not cooperating. They didn't want to put the work in, right? It is what it is. Now they can't get any help, or you won't help them, or they never gave you any help. Shocking discovery. A shocking discovery is on the way. Hidden truths. Facts haven't been fully revealed. Maybe they thought they knew it all, spiritually speaking. Nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. You might think it's one way, and then, oops, something's different here. There's different layers. There's different rules for different people, different whatever, situations. I don't know. I don't know. I know enough to say that I know nothing. Okay? So they needed to heal. They need to go into healing. If someone's exhausted, they could be living out of a suitcase here. Self-care, introspection, meditation, burned out, burned empty. Yeah. Something to do with a soul contract that you had with somebody. Somebody got demoted for sure. Soulmates, partnership, spiritual union. Something was secretive. Okay, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. So they wanted the karmic to be a divine being. Thought that they can use their clout to bring this karmic up in life or in spirituality. And they found out, oops, they thought wrong. You don't play these tricks or these games, right? This is God's domain, not theirs. Only God can make these decisions. And of course, a narcissist thinks they're God, right? I'll let you go. How are we ending this for the collective? What is the final message here, please, for the collective? 15, devil energy, addictions, obsessions, and codependency. They're bound to the devil. And thank you for that comment yesterday about the violins. Yeah, across the pond here in the UK. They do mean, sob stories, right? Laying it on thick, playing that violin. But here in this book, I believe it's also indicates new beginnings. I don't know. So 15 is the devil energy. Yeah, somebody was so wanting to be, karmic wanting to be a divine feminine energy, male or female. Just a vampire lighting candles, like I said. 18 in reverse. The truth has come out. Damn. They can't hide this. They can't hide you. 18 in reverse. This is not going to end very well. They don't want to change. They're resisting change. They're flogging a dead horse. It's not going to happen. Okay? They're not going to take you out. They're not going to take what's yours. It's a permanent, profound ending for whoever this is because they don't want to change. They don't want to heal. Well, go sit down elsewhere then. Wreak havoc in your world and stay in your world and leave innocent people alone. 15, autumn virtuoso. So we're coming into the autumn time here. There's a lot of autumn to do with this. So this is going to be taking place during the autumn months. Be careful, the autumn equinox and Halloween. What can I say, right? And All Souls Day, or you know what I mean. Be careful. A lot of people do stupid things. So releasing ties, creativity, and achievement. Creativity is an important part of our lives. When our creativity is stifled, we fail to thrive and we lack true purpose. If you're feeling overwhelmed with mundane tasks, it's time to step back and take a moment to reflect on what you really want. There's a sense of exhaustion as you try too hard to please others. It's time to nurture your needs. The ivy in this card represents clinging to old habits which no longer serve you. It's time to let go of negative energy. I agree. So if you see ivy, don't cling to it. You are a creative soul, and whatever your skills or desires may be, you need to follow your heart and seek what makes you happy. Symbolically, violins represent the ability to achieve more, start looking for a new and ambitious path. You will feel a huge sense of relief when you discover that what destiny has in store. So destiny's not over for you, okay? Just because it could be a twin flame. It doesn't have to be. It could be a false twin flame. I don't know. It's different for everybody. But Destiny's, it got kickstarted, okay, through this experience. Trust and believe. Just follow your heart. Be balanced. Keep it balanced. Keep healthy. Okay. You'll see it for what it is. It'll all make sense eventually. So the mirror in the candlelight, let your light shine. Why do you not see the shining light within you as others do? What are you afraid of revealing, which is stopping you from discovering your true potential? The time has come to remove the mask you show to the world and be your true self. You feel the need to protect yourself from emotional harm, but you have nothing to fear from stepping in the limelight, as things can only change for the better. So maybe you're too afraid to speak up. Maybe you're too afraid to act a certain way, to be your authentic self, but trust and believe that's where, if you do, that's what's going to propel you where you need to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when I started this channel, I don't like being in the forefront, in the limelight. I'm very private. I didn't feel comfortable doing this, but I knew I had to. put myself out there, even a little bit, because that was part of my path. So that's what I'm feeling for you. So something is part of your path and you have to do it. You can do this, okay? Don't worry about what other people think and feel. If somebody doesn't like it, too bad. They're not part of your tribe. People are gonna find you, or you're gonna find the people that are part of your tribe. They're gonna love you, okay? Don't put too much stock in what other people say about you, negatively, that is, okay? And sometimes you get the butter ones, okay? They like to butter you up with bullshit. If it's too much sweetness, you gotta ask, okay, what the hell's going on there too? You know what I mean? If you are feeling blocked, with a little effort, you can push through this difficult period in your life and conquer whatever is holding you back. You're on the bridge. You're on the brink of change. You just need the encouragement and support to know you're heading for the right path. The light ahead of you shines brightly and opportunities are calling. Don't allow fear of the unknown to stand in your way. Embrace the challenges ahead. They will be the making of you. Okay? Nobody that's ever made it big in this world, who's ever succeeded in whatever they were trying to do, let their fear get in the way. Honestly. A lot of people have fallen on their face and they got back up and did it again. Not because they're suckers for punishment, it's because they knew where they belonged. And they refused to give up. Let that sink in. Mind you, not always is it what's best for us. So you got to determine, is this for me or not? And that's going within. Okay, you have to figure that one out. So the princess dream. Nurturing, rebirth, new opportunity. Do you sometimes feel that life is passing you by? As you look around, you see that others appear to be moving forward and achieving their dreams, but you feel stuck in a rut. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just heard, for some of you, it might seem like somebody's got a beautiful mansion, beautiful homes, cars, they got the clothes, they got the lifestyle. They're in debt. It's about to crash around them. So trust and believe. Who's in a better situation, you or them? Okay? They're just make-believe. It's pretending. You know, when they're in a relationship and they go out in public, they're lovey-dovey. That's not true. Behind closed doors, they're fighting at each other's throats, okay? So that's not for everybody. That's for some of you. Bats are often referred to as the guardians of the night. This card represents symbols which remind you that you're being looked after and cared for even if you feel alone. You're never alone. Bats symbolize rebirth and suggest that you are about to start a new phase in your life. Congratulations. The opportunities around you are abundant. If you are not able to see this now, then you need to look harder. Opportunity may not come knocking at your door. Rather, you will have to knock on it. So you're going to have to meet your destiny halfway, and spirit will take over for the rest, okay? You have plenty of stability behind you, and therefore any risks you take right now are minimal. This could be a very influential time in your life. Embrace it. Wonderful things are on the horizon. So basically, you're in a position to be able to take calculated risks. So if you do fall on your face, it's not going to be that much of a loss. You can pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. You're not going to, it's not going to be a lot of money gone, or your family's gone, or your home's gone, or your job. Okay? It's going to be very, very minimal risk if it doesn't work out. A lot of people just go head first in whatever they want, and they lose everything at the end of the day. And I'm not saying do nasty things like cheat on your partners and stuff like that. What I'm saying is, if it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's you want to pursue somebody, you got to do it the right way, right? If it's a business, if it's a calling, you got to do it the right way. But you got to trust, and you got to do it. You can't sit at home and wait for it to fall in your lap. It's not going to happen. Tell me if you know anybody that sat at home and got a job like that. I know somebody. I have a family member. They don't go out looking for jobs. Okay. Every job they've ever had, they got through a friend or an acquaintance. I don't look for jobs, they said to me one time, and I went, wow, aren't you important? But it's not the job for them. Right now, they got a shit-ass job with a shit-ass paycheck, you know what I'm saying? Because they're too fucking proud to go out and look for a job. Now they're settling for what? That's what pride gets you, okay? I'm too good to look for a job. No, you're too lazy. You don't want to do the work. There's somebody that's very insecure. They're afraid to hear no. So they want a guaranteed in. But what's that get you? You can't even pay your bills. This is somebody that's very proud. And hopefully they're seeing the error of their ways. Anyways, name me somebody that's sitting at home and they all of a sudden get a knock on the door from their dream man or woman. and they just fall in their lap and everything's hunky-dory. They have the life of billionaires, driving those Lambos, wearing those grills, wearing Prada, traveling the world. Tell me when that happens. Knock, 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 open the door. Yeah, all your dreams are coming true. It doesn't happen that way. You got to do some work. You got to get off your ass. You got to make decisions, right? And if you're not living I'm not saying wholesome life, but if you're not living in the right frequency, if you're not vibrating in the right frequency, whatever your manifestations, they're not going to come in. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it's not meant for you, it's not going to happen. And if you're living a lifestyle that really isn't meant for you, for sure it's not going to happen. You might get close to it, but you're going to fall on your face. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people who've been there, and many have. There's a lot of people out here trying to open people's eyes because they've gone through what you're going through. They can relate. You know what I mean? And they don't want you to go through this. And they're trying to shed a light, shed away, show you a way. A lot of people are out there, I don't want to hear you. No, I know better. Okay. Or they get offended because it hurts, right? The truth hurts. And they think that you're offending them with your words. No, we don't know you. We don't know you. You don't know us. We're here trying to help. People don't see it that way. They got their backs up, you know what I mean? Maybe they need to shave their backs. I fucking don't know. Anyhow, congratulations. This is what's going on in their world. I'm not laughing at them. I wouldn't want this. But it's a sobering moment that they're being greeted with the truth of what they've done. The misery they brought into their lives and incurred into their lives and other people's lives, and what they have to deal with now. I don't know what to tell them if they're listening. And I do feel that they're listening. Not just you. It is what it is. So congratulations for you to moving on to your happiness. And for them, I hope them well. I hope them healing. We all need that, right? Until next time, take care.